everybody, how are you? Welcome to our channel, Cooking with Raed Inna. Today's dish is going to be stuffed Cornish hen with Freekeh. Okay, what is Freekeh? When everybody goes Freekeh, no. Actually, Freekeh is a cereal made from green drum wheat that is roasted and rubbed to create its flavor. It is an ancient dish derived from Levantine and North African cuisines, remaining popular in many countries of the Eastern Mediterranean basin where drum wheat originated. Actually, this reminds me of when I was a kid. My mom, my dad, and us kids used to go to the field where the wheat is grown when it's still green. We used to cultivate that wheat, the flour. I think it's a flour of where the wheat grows. And then we build a big fire. That is the fun part for us, when we build the fire, and me and my brothers and sisters play around a lot, but we loved it. We put the seeds, the wheat on the fire, and I don't know how long it takes actually, but I know they keep rotating the bunches of wheat and looking at it until it's done. Then they used to take it out and they rub it with their hands, and all what's left is the inside of the flour, which is the seed, the wheat seed, and they put it in a big pan. And I remember my mom used to go like this and, you know, throw it up and blows on it, so the husk would go on one side and the seeds remain in the pan. And as she puts it down, me and my brothers and sisters, we just eat it like that. Actually, it tastes so delicious. Sometimes we eat everything that she's doing in one batch, and she'd be, you know, following us and trying to scare us from not eating the stuff. It has a very nutty, roasty, buttery, delicious taste. We loved it. Now back to our dish, stuffed Cornish hen with chicken. The original recipe does not call for many of the ingredients I'm using for this dish. I'm pumping it up, if you will. Originally, the original ingredients were the chicken, the Freekeh or the grain, and the onions, salt, pepper, some spices with the and that's about it. But we're gonna bump it up. I hope you guys will like it. I hope you guys will join us. I hope you guys will try it, and I hope you guys will let me know. All right, let's go ahead and start. All right, let's go ahead and start. And here are the ingredients for stuffed chicken with Freekeh. We need 2 Cornish hens, or 2 young chickens, or 2 chickens, whichever you like. 2 cups of Freekeh. Freekeh is a green wheat, roasted, then dried, then cracked. And then we need 1 medium-sized onion, a cup of mushrooms, half a cup of cilantro and half a cup of parsley, 1 jalapeno diced.
That's optional, right?
We'll get to the optional. 1 cup of carrots shredded, half a cup of pine nuts, 6 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of almonds, 1 cup of garbanzo beans, soaked and cooked, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of our own spices, we call them Inna spices, 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and salt to taste. 2 cups of chicken stock, and an oven bag. The chickens were already cleaned, washed, and marinated with olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, garlic, and onions, and they were in the refrigerator for about an hour. You can leave them for more than an hour, but minimum 1 hour. Now we're gonna start adding the spices to the chicken. So we start with Inna spices. I'm using my hands, but I promise you guys, I wash my hands each and every time I use anything, and I make sure I don't cross contaminate. So that's why I use a separate board for the chickens. And after I'm finished with all this, I'm gonna wash everything and get it done. So we'll start with the spices. One thing that I need you to know, that I always go under the skin and make sure you don't rip it like I'm doing right now. You do this for both chickens. I'm gonna show you one, and the other one we'll do it off camera. But there you go. So we do the spices. Don't be shy. Spice it really well. Under the wing pits and under the leg pits. Spice it from all sides. Don't skimp. If you don't like the Pope's nose, take it out. But we don't mind it. Inside too. Okay, this is the Inna spice. Can add a little bit of salt. And a little bit of black pepper. And that's it for the chicken. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other chicken. We're gonna start the cooking right now. So about, I would say, 1/4 cup of olive oil. You can use any oil you like.
Basically cover the bottom of the pan.
My stove was already on, so the pan was hot, on medium high. We're gonna start with the onions. And of course, as always, put a little bit of salt so we can get it translucent. We don't want to overcook the onions. We don't want to brown them. We just want them translucent so we can have that sweet taste and nice color. After about 2 minutes, halfway through I would say, for the onions, we're gonna add the garlic. And the reason we add the garlic now, because we don't want it to burn. It takes longer for the onions to cook than the garlic. And we add the jalapeno peppers to the mix. And we saute it for about a minute or maybe 50 seconds until the garlic releases their juices. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, that carrots, no particular order of course, and mushrooms, this point, we're also gonna add the spices. We start with salt. That's up to you how much salt you want. Coriander, black pepper, cayenne pepper. And the reason we're adding the spices right now because we want all the spices to bloom before we cook the food, so it releases all the flavors.
It smells so good.
Paprika, and that's it for the mixture that needs to be cooked. We're gonna keep sauteing it for about 2 minutes and we'll be back. And that's how it's supposed to look like when it's ready for the mix. Now we're gonna also do the we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons, a little bit more maybe.
Looks like
a pan. And add, we're gonna go ahead and add the pine nuts and the almonds.
And you have 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there.
2 tablespoons of olive oil. And make sure, keep this always moving because they burn really quick. And we don't mix it with the mixture raw because when you cook it with the stuffed chicken, it's gonna be very mushy. But when you cook it, like when you fry it first, it's gonna be crunchy and the oil releases all the natural flavors of the almonds and pine nuts. And we'll be back in a second when it's done. And this is the color we're looking for. We'll take it off the heat. I turned the heat off already. And we're gonna start assembling the stuffing for the stuffed Cornish hens, chicken, young chicken. We start with the Freekeh, which is the green wheat, roasted and cracked. I have soaked this grain in chicken stock for about an hour, and you can see it looks like it's almost cooked. And now we're gonna start adding all the ingredients. Garbanzo beans, that's 1 cup. This is half a cup of cilantro and half a cup of, what's the other one?
Parsley.
Parsley. And we're gonna add all the sauteed vegetables, ingredients that we did with the spices. This is where the flavor is, so make sure you use the very little last piece of it. Put it in there. Now I'm gonna add the pine nuts and the almonds. By the way, the original recipe does not call for almonds, pine nuts, carrots, parsley, cilantro, mushrooms, or any of that stuff. It's only onions and the spices and chicken stock. That's it.
But we like to add those things because they taste super delicious.
And we're gonna go ahead and mix this very well. And I wish you can guys smell this.
You all know already I'm salivating. It smells so good. I think I can eat it like this.
Actually, we're gonna do a taste, see if we need any more spices, salt, pepper, or anything.
Do you need volunteers?
We can volunteer. Oh, by the way, the two chickens, Cornish hens, young chickens, whatever you want to call them, they don't need that much stuffing. It only needs about a cup of grain. But the way how we're gonna make it, we're gonna put this under the chickens, and it's gonna be the side dish for the chicken.
And it's gonna be soaked in all the juices of the chicken and chicken stock, so it's gonna taste super yummy.
And that's it. Okay. I'm gonna add about half a cup of chicken stock. We don't need too much because we already soaked the grain in chicken stock, and it's almost cooked. So now just mix it well, and I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. It is so good. We're gonna go ahead and start putting the stuffing in the oven bag. As I told you, we don't need that much, but we love this. So we put it under the chickens, the young chickens, the Cornish hens, any bird you like, in the bottom right there. And now we get our marinated, spiced chicken, young hens, birds, Cornish hens, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna go ahead and stuff them. Nice. Usually when it's cooked with a bigger chicken, they actually get a twine and sew it, or they use toothpicks to close it. But these are too small. There's no need for that. Everything is gonna stay in there. You know, as I said, I cleaned my hands each and every time I touch the chicken. So all this is gonna be cooked. And I promise you, after I touch the chicken, I'm gonna wash my hands again. Very thoroughly. Now, they're ready. I've already preheated the oven at 400 degrees. We're gonna go ahead. We have the ovens preheated on 400 degrees. I'm gonna tie this up. Make sure it's really sealed. And we're gonna get it in the oven. Get it in the middle rack for 1 hour. Okay guys, we're back. The chickens are Cornish hens, birds, pigeons. No, they're Cornish hens. They're out of the oven. They were there for 1 hour. I had to put it under the broiler for about 2 minutes and put them up here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut one out so we can all see how it looks like inside. There's the stuffing in there. Look how beautiful inside.
Wow.
Look how juicy. Look how juicy. See how juicy it is?
Yeah.
Juicy. And I'm gonna do a taste.
Dissect the chicken.
My wife and I.
Oh, it smells so good.
I'm gonna taste from right here.
I can't hear it.
It is absolutely delicious. Awesome.
Really, really, really yummy.
I hope you guys try this at home, and let me know what you think.
Enjoy it. It's really good. Have a good night.
Enjoy it, guys. I hope you like our channel, our food. I hope you try it at home. And please let us know in the comments, subscribe and like. And hope to see you next time.
Bye-bye.